Okay, alright, my movie collection, DVD, VHS, and I need to keep these videos short, but I could put different topics, so you can let me know. I could do sometimes TV shows, or I could do Atari. I could go around showing you just different covers, some different topics like that, instead of just me talking to you. So I'll do that throughout the year, because the movies, they get pretty rare. Same with the games. You all collect games, and I know most of you on YouTube are doing like purely game rooms now, so I don't understand that. I don't need to have every system. For me, Atari and NES is enough, and I just started collecting on the Super Nintendo, so I got a fair bit there. Plus, I got the NES. I got NES here, Mega Drive for Sega. Just started this year, and Xbox been doing for a couple of years. Still need a couple there. And that's enough for me. I don't need to have all the boxes on display. I don't need to have all the characters. But people tend to like game rooms a lot more than movie rooms. So with me, it's half and half. I like games, I like movies, and I can't just do one thing. So I need to have a mixture of everything. Same with VHS and TV shows, DVD, whatever I do. I try to look for a deal, and end of the year I'll try to get at least one big box set. If not, I'll get a couple of small things throughout the year, but a lot of my money is going back into my food and the snacks. So I need to strengthen my meals, and after that, if I have 20-30 bucks extra, it's either going to be for a game or music. It won't be enough for a rare movie, because they tend to cost more than 50 bucks, like 50 to 100 bucks. So I will try to get to some of them, but it might not be right away. And I do collect on board games. I like old board games, and I don't show those that often, but they're in the storage room. And my gaming area is in the other room. So I do keep out for trash day. You might get a song from me sometimes. Don't know if I'll ever find a guitar or not, but that's a goal, to have a guitar, because we had our old guitar a long time ago, but I don't see it anymore. So I kind of wish we kept some stuff that we had back then. We had those big old wooden TVs as well, and for a long time we had those old TVs when I was in, like, before high school. But now it's all modern TVs, and I remember the old stuff. So anytime I can find something old, I'll try to pick it up and maybe do some marker drawing. I did art in college, so I don't do any art anymore. It's too expensive. So I'll post this for the new year, and let me know what kind of topics you want to see from me. I could go through my music a little bit more, show you certain sections. If you want to see more about Pearl Jam, more about Dolly Parton, I got some of those unboxings. Those are two of the biggest in my collection. And then it's like Kiss, Madonna, those other bands, Def Leppard, Motley Crue, AC/DC, basic common bands, and everything's basic common in here. I don't collect Synapse Syndrome, Severance. That's what people tend to collect more on DVD. I call that shit barrel, grindhouse, horror, and Blockbuster never had that stuff, so I don't collect it. And it's not something I grew up with, so I don't know it. I did start collecting a little bit on Region 2 a year ago, but it shows up every now and then, thrifting as well, and I never really got into it, because you need a whole other DVD player with that, and for me, VHS and Blu-ray is enough. If I'll go thrifting, it might be every 3 months. Got made out of the shelf in the back. So I could pull out certain movies, certain shows, and show them to you every now and then, instead of just walking through the collection. But I'll show you what I've done, changes I've done. Made a little box instead of throwing it out. Made it a little bit higher. I put this one on an angle. Because it's a little bit too long this way, I'll have to move all these ones up a little bit in order to fit that one in. But it looks okay here. It's for VHS, and I might go thrifting every 3 months, every 4 months, I don't know. Either I'll go thrifting or I'll buy something on eBay. I cannot do both anymore because things are getting more expensive on eBay, and same with thrifting. They're marking things up, so still a couple things I do need to look out for, but I'm gonna have to buy them eventually. That's why I like to at least have a little something on a certain TV show by the time I complete it. I finally completed Stargate, so happy about that. That's Atlantis. Completed Stargate SG-1. Thrifting, so I did not have to buy any of them. Well, actually I had to buy the last two off eBay and they came in a different set, so that's how you have to deal with things on eBay. It won't always be part of a same set because you're not there picking. Managed to add more Atari and trying to get some of those rare ones that cost like 50 to 100 bucks now, so they get more expensive as well. Then I'll get into my NES a little bit. So there's always a little something I could do in here. That's why I don't just collect the one thing. I don't collect just TV shows. I don't collect just DVD, or I don't just collect horror. And I grew up with Stephen King, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, those kind of basic horror movies, and every now and then some kind of other scary movie will come in, like Werewolf in London, stuff like this. So that's like good memories, and Shocker, like old horror movies, Poltergeist. So these are the movies I grew up with, and these are the movies I keep. But a lot of people tend to throw these out and start collecting on the Synapse Syndrome, Severance, and all that. But that's foreign movies. Same with like I'm gonna start collecting on manga and Chinese comics and stuff. Like, it's not something in the country, it's something outside of the country, and you have to pay more to get that. So, but that's the stuff people tend to go for, and this is the stuff I go for. So thanks for watching. Maybe in the summer, when I get around to it, I'll make 2 more shelves here. If not, then I'll throw out the rest of the pallet wood I found. Otherwise, this room is complete. Just to try to get a little bit backing on here later on, and the room is pretty much done. Because everything's getting more expensive now, even thrifting, things, they're doubling up on better titles, and things are costing more. But sometimes I might need to go, but it won't be every week, not every week, every month like I was going. Might be every 2 months or every 3 months, we'll see.